No, this is actually not the same one that was in the other parts. I picked up this one on eBay really cheap. It was mislisted. And the only reason that I really picked it up was because it looked like it was in halfway decent shape, and it had a lot of the pieces that are always missing. So I figured if I can get it as cheap as it is listed, which I did, I could always sell the extra parts on it for more than what I paid for it. But when I got it and I started looking at it, I realized it's actually better than the one that I have been restoring and haven't finished yet. And the reason I haven't finished that other one yet is because I've been trying to get the last damn piece for that at a reasonable price. And what I need is that stupid training ball and arm that goes in the back. And I am not paying $50 or more for that stupid little part that most people don't even see, because you're going to have the lid on, you know, the cover over that compartment. You usually don't display it with it open like that. And mine right now anyway is up on a top shelf, so you couldn't see it even if it was open. And they do make a reproduction that I could get for about $12. And nobody would really know except me. You know, that was just looking at it, unless you like got right up on it or you were an expert. Not that I would try to deceive anybody. I was just making a point that it's such an unnecessary part and so simple that it's not worth what people are paying or people are asking for them to me. So I've decided that I don't care if I have that part. I don't care if it's 100% complete. If somehow one falls into my lap for a decent price, yes, I'll pick it up so I can complete the ship. But at this point, I don't even think I'm going to waste the $15 or whatever it would cost me to even get a reproduction one. It just seems like a waste. What I'm going to actually do, though, is I'm going to do the Retro Bright on this one. And this is going to be like the good one. This one had a lot of the original stickers on it. There was very few that were missing. You can see here, they came right off, and I am going to reapply them. And whatever ones are missing, I did actually buy a reproduction sticker set, so I can just replace the few. They're mostly the ones on the hull here, those ones that are just weird shaped, different colors. So I think almost all of the ones that were for the rest of the ship, like the taillights and the engines and everything else, I think almost all of them were there. There was just a few oddball of those geometric ones that were missing. So I'm going to use the peroxide Retro Bright Whitening on this, and hopefully, you know, turn it back to something like this. Now I know it's not a permanent fix from what I've heard, and some people are hesitant, and you know, like the long-term effects are kind of not really well known if it's going to harm the plastic or not. But you know what? It's mine. I'd like it to look white. I think that's what I want to do with it. Now, as far as the one that I already have 99% complete and ready to go, I'm either going to sell that one or part it out, or I will take it and put some string on it and hang it from the ceiling so it's kind of like a flying looking model in the toy room here. I haven't decided that far yet, but this is still, in my mind, a continuation of the Millennium Falcon series that I've been doing, and this will be probably the last video. So we'll take you through the Retro Bright process, and we'll see how it comes out, and then we will reassemble this and take a look at it all completely done and hopefully looking nice. Hey y'all, welcome to the next part of this Millennium Falcon series. I hope you can hear me and I hope you can see me. Fortunately, this has to be done outside. Well, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be, but it's best to be done outside. And what we're doing today is we're going to try to, what the common term is called retrobite, although that I believe is an actual product. This is, we're going to whiten this yellowed plastic Falcon here. And we're using this Salon Care 40 volume cream developer, which is basically like peroxide. And I've never done this before, so we'll have to see what happens together. Now, I've saved this from this giant plastic bag, which just will happen to be perfect for this project. Let me get that out of the way for now. Make sure you have some rubber gloves, vinyl gloves, or whatever you want to call them, latex gloves. I've got a bowl, make it a little easier. I brought a cheap brush from Home Depot for, I don't know, it's like $1 or $2. And then some tape to tape the bag shut to keep it sealed up. And as you can see, maybe we have lots of sun here in Arizona. Unfortunately, it's super hot, so I'm hoping that it's not too hot that it damages this plastic. I don't think it will, but if it does, it does. What are you going to do? Live and learn. So let's open this. Oh, good. It's not sealed. Let's pour about a cup of it in here, maybe. I don't know how much of this I'm going to need, but I don't want to pour too much in because it'll be too hard to get it back in the bottle. So we'll do a little at a time. And then we'll probably have to clean this cover up when we're done. You know, I probably should have got a towel or something. Okay, I got a towel. Just make cleanup a little easier out here. So we're not going to do the inside since you can't see that anyway. Well, actually I guess you can in some parts of it, but I'm more concerned with the outside. So we're going to do all these parts. Now I couldn't get this part off. I didn't want to break it. I mean, I probably could get it off, but it would probably break, and I didn't want to do that. And then I also found this, while I was doing some stuff, I found this belt. This is my original from the 1974 Planet of the Apes astronaut Mego belt that I I used a marker to color red and blue. And I'm going to see if I can whiten that back up to original while I'm doing the rest of this stuff. So I guess we get started here. It's actually a lot later in the day than I wanted it to be to do this. I should have started this really early. That's about 10 o'clock already. But I should still be able to get at least a good 6-7 hours, maybe more, of sun. I'm going to put it out in the lawn over here. I don't want to put it on the cement because I don't know how hot that cement gets, and I don't know what the tolerance of this plastic is. Anyway, this is all an experiment, so we're going to coat this up real good and hope it works. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies in this stupid ship. Now, from what I've seen online, it's not so much the sun itself that does the job, although that is a big factor, but the heat does part of the job as well. So that should be to my advantage, I hope. Yeah, I think that'll about do it. thinking this would work better if I had a board under it. All right, so we place it out here in the direct sun, and so we will check it again at the end of the day, and hopefully that's all it needs. Well, I got good news and bad news. Good news, it looks very, very nice and white. Bad news, don't put your Millennium Falcon out in the Arizona sun all day in a plastic bag because it will warp. I think this may be a lost cause. It does not look good. At least the big pieces. The smaller ones look like they're okay. Oops.